Welcome to Jason is a Social Scientist. Pill 2.22. Pill 22.22? Excuse me. Welcome to Jason is a Social Scientist. By Mouth Daily. Pill 2.22. Hey, Adam Hicks, welcome back. Nick Anthony, my stud. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome to Jason is a Social Scientist. Welcome. Dang it, right to heck. Hi, Jeanette. Bill 2.22. 2.22. What the heck? So last night was fun. It was a lot of fun. Audra, welcome. You stayed up late. I should have said last night, expect tardiness. Anybody who knows me knows I'm late. Hello, Shannon! Tasha Black, hello! All these faces. Like, I don't know, some of you might have seen my post earlier. And the post was inspired by a friend that sent me a message, just like expressing how important the show was to her. And I just realized in that moment, because I've used the show like a crutch. I guess it's like this really selfish thing that I was using to get along, just hobble along, and that's how I saw it. I didn't see it as this what it is. I didn't see it for what it is because I was in it. I need to step out of it to get the perspective and and more importantly, step back into it and feel like that time away. And for you all still to be here, that's you can't fake that. That's real. It just it proves like what I was doing before was real. Like what we built together was real. Thank you, Jeanette. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Like I refuse to believe it. I was like. I was told that it was worthless. I was told that it was worthless, and I would try to convince certain people in my life that it. I don't know. Sometimes this whole show, I have this idea in my head that this whole show, my whole writing style, my whole writing style is like a homophonic rocket to the moon. Like this show is a rocket to the moon. And I'm Gru. Like a little kid building a rocket to the moon. And the people in my life aren't noticing it. But they were. You got blinded by one person. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. Well, you all mean so much to me. Yeah, you gave me back my life, and I have been feeling so desperately hopeless, and the past 3 nights, I guess this is the 4th night, I don't feel hopeless before the show. I'm excited. Well, welcome, Sherry. Thank you, Shannon. Damo. It's like all these like people's nicknames come back to me. Like all these like these little points in time. Like I think like what made me think the show, like my writing style, like all of it, like wasn't important. It's because it's silly. It's also silly. It's very the silliness is ingrained. Like the silliness is important, and I thought because it was silly, it was just silly. But I know now from the bisexual perspective, the fence sitter's perspective, the person that refuses to go on either side, they sit on the fence. Bisexuality isn't so much as a sexuality as it is a viewpoint. And I know now that it's both and. It is both silly and important. Hey, good to see you too, Chucky. Hey, Erica. No. Obama was Obama was elected in 2008, and then again in 2012, and 2004 and 2008, right? So, 2000, W again, two W's, double W, 2004, 2008 Obama, and I got in August of 2008, I got Obama, was it Obama 08? I think, yeah, I couldn't remember. I got Obama 08, and for my license plate, my vanity license plate. And I was lucky I got elected because I would have looked like an idiot. I could have been safe and gone with Obama 12, and then I could still just look hopeful. But getting in August of 08, I would have looked like just like an idiot. And then I didn't get HIV. I didn't contract HIV until 2015. And although Obama, also I forgot, the big realization before last night's show, the reboot of the show, fuck Obama. Fuck him right in the ass. Really, he disappointed me day one of his presidency. But he said, I'm not gonna, we're not looking backwards as far as prosecuting W. And I'm like, it's not your job to decide to look backwards. You're like a constitutional professor. You should know that there's a separation between the Justice Department and the presidency. You should let if somebody's going to decide that, you should let your Attorney General decide that, you fucking asshole. Depriving us of justice and leading us to Trump. But anyway, he was supposed to restore order and do things that are good, but he didn't. So yeah, fuck Obama. But I still like the Prince upstairs. And I still wanted to include him in the show because they bring that hope and be change and progress and welcome, Nelson. Welcome. And no worries. This place is there is no time here. That's in the premise. This place is out of time. Like me, it's out of time and out of place. It doesn't belong. No, but it does belong. Everything is out of time here. It all condenses into one time period that never ends. One period of love that's always here to come back to. Hello, April. I love you too. I love you all. Do you like the red? See, I got this. I got a sun lamp, illuminating my face. Yesterday I just had a white shirt over it, but I thought maybe putting a red shirt over it had a nice effect. And then like it was like almost like this is like the light of God coming down. I was just I could have moved the camera to try to get rid of it. I'm like, nah, I like it. Yeah, it's fun, right, Adam? He was in it from his own gain. I was. Are you talking about me for the show? I was. I needed a place where I don't know, like I needed you all to look at me. I needed not to be hidden. I needed to be like I needed to exist. So yeah, that's like I think that was. Oh, I don't know what. Like yeah, I guess so. Like it's all vanity, I guess. I think maybe he feels like I've never seen anything. I mean, besides like what being a president forces out of you, like bombing people and like carrying on the American empire. And he did that, I guess, so he would get reelected, and he kept doing it because out of habit, I guess. After 4 years, you just get used to it. I have no idea. But you know, as a person, he doesn't seem like malicious. Like they seem to have good ideals. They just don't seem to know how to implement them. There wasn't one. Nelson, you get one. Nelson, I think we should just go back to the system. Like people call out for a shout out, and if I happen to see it, you get it. That seems more democratic than me trying to keep up with a list. I don't do lists. What was I thinking? I was trying to be gimmicky. All right. It's Commodore, right? Nelson Commodore? Commodore 64. But I was afraid to say it because I'm like, what if it's wrong? But I'm just going to do it, and if it's wrong, I'll fix it. Nelson Commodore, we love you! And he's just also, Obama's just a really bad negotiator. Like, you don't go into a negotiation with the terms that you're willing to accept at the end. Like, what? Like, why wouldn't he go into the negotiation with single-payer Medicare for all? If we end up at Obamacare, that's fine. But to not try, it doesn't make sense. Like, he's either an idiot or complicit or both. I love that. It was my very first video game computer system. My parents, my dad probably, maybe my mom, I don't know. My dad always liked buying tech things. Like, my family didn't listen to music, but as soon as CDs came out, we got a 6 CD changer. I don't know why. We weren't rich. I have no idea. But like, I don't know. It's, whatever. It's cool. I liked it. So I was 5. So it's probably 1984. We got the Commodore 64, and it had like it actually used like those 5-inch actually floppy disks that were floppy. Like, then there's like those weird non-floppy floppy disks that came out afterwards that were smaller, but this was before those. And it had games, and they also had cartridges like an Atari, and you could plug in actual Atari controllers, I think, yeah, and all sorts of fun games on it. I remember trying to write a computer program, copying from the instruction manual. I failed and gave up at the end. That's really cool, Adam. BBS. I've never heard of that. Whose birthday? Happy birthday. Hello, Catberg. Welcome. After that, we got my mom got a word processor. I think when she started going back to school, when my dad joined AA, when I was about 11 or 12, and my mom joined Al-Anon, and that's when she started taking classes, like at night classes while she was working. And she got like a word processor, and that took the smaller floppy disks. And I remember writing a lot of my high school papers on it. It was like one of those like had like a small screen right on the front, like a like a monochrome green screen. It was like more like this big, I guess. Anyway, Audra had a Commodore 64 too. Nice. We're all so old in here. Adam must be really old, because he like not only used like Commodore 64 like for games, but like you sound like you were an adult using it. Oh, happy birthday, Nelson! Are you 64 years old by any chance? I gotta know how old you're gonna be tomorrow. Got a new shout out. Commodore age. If you want to share. No pressure. Nice, Audra. I think I'm 47. We're right around there. When you get this old, 6 years, like it's meaningless. It's a blink of an eye. Nice. Come back in 30 years. We'll do extra special shout out. Commodore 34, we love you. Commodore 34, we love you. Commodore 34, Were you working at the hospital at the time, Mama G? My mom, before she went to school, she was a secretary at Coils in Baraboo. Like, it's a factory that made literal coils, like metal coils. I was thinking about that too, Audra. I was like, I'm gonna tell people what they think now. I didn't say this last night, but I told my wife, this has been a lot of tension, and I told her, we're living in reality from now on. It's gonna be a harsh wake up. Fair enough. There's no pressure. No questions need to be answered. And I find that most questions are unanswerable. All the good ones, at least. Of course I'm a Bob's Burger fan. Who couldn't be? I love the taffy episode, where they go into that, they look for the gold in the old taffy factory. I think that's one of my favorite. Thank you, Audra. Nice. Nuclear medicine. How did George W. Bush say nuclear? nuclear. I think I don't know how he said it, but he said it weird. I remember people making fun of him. You bet, April. You bet.
April Corso, we love you.
Oops.
April Corso, we love you.
Tom Malka. I always think of you because I had a friend in high school named Steve Malka. I'm not sure there's any relation. I don't know if I ever told you that before. He used to date a girl named Cassie Dahlman. And she died right after high school of a heart condition. And I remember kissing her in a tent at Devil's Lake. She was really fun. And so many years before I kissed her in that tent, and we had reconnected in high school. When my sister was in high school, we were both very young children, because my sister's 12 years older than me, so junior year, I don't know, I would have been young. And Cassie would have been, her sister or brother, I'm not sure which now, sister I think, also went to high school with my sister, and we were both the crown bearers, little kid crown bearers together at Faribault High School when we were just wee little children. And I always had those pictures when I was little, and then we reconnected in high school and became friends, and eventually kissed it in the tent at Devil's Lake. That was fun. Oh yeah, you bet, Mama G. It's nice to see you, Christopher.
Mama G, we love you.
No, I've never heard of him. Feel free to drop a link. Oops.
Mama G, we love you.
You guys want to hear a nursery rhyme? I kind of want to read a nursery rhyme. It's not the same edition. I've got the other edition around, but this is what I had handy. It's the same book, just different cover. Popular Nursery Rhymes. It's edited by Jennifer Mulheron. I think she died she died within the past 5 years, I think, something. And she was a professor in the UK. I only know her through this book, and then this is hard to see with this light. Let's see. It's the Little Book of Christmas. And this is a really cute book too. It's just lots of facts about Christmas that what I like about it, it's not a lot about Christ. It's about Christmas minus the Christ. There's probably some Christ in here, but like recognizing it, Christmas pulls on a lot more than Christ. And let's see, I don't know, she just puts things in really like an erudite and but whimsical perspective. It feels familiar. And I also have one other book by her that I haven't even read yet, but it's instead of Popular Nursery Rhymes, it's it's right here. thought it was right here. Maybe I took it. I think I took it to work. I'll have to bring it back. Thank you, Christopher. You're not too far away, right, Mama G? Like Illinois, right, or something? Gotta get your butt up here. Although it's not as fun now. Like, it'd be a lot funner to visit when I had a cool set to visit. You know, I really, I still, like, I talked about this even with the old, like, when I was doing the show before. Like, it would be really cool to, like, a long bus, like, as long as possible, would perfectly replicate the space that the kitchen and the living room took upstairs. And I could literally, in a like the right size bus, I could make it almost indistinguishable from the set that you are all so familiar with. And like, imagine that, like being able to come and go to Mama G and bring her onto the bus and dance on the set. Like bring the community, like put it on wheels and take it to the community. Damo, like I was, you know, I was watching that episode of Eileen. I don't know if it's in the clip that I shared or in the full Pill 197, but we definitely do Batman nursery rhymes. I am from Baraboo, Wisconsin. I've always lived within 50 miles of where I'm sitting right now. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin now, and I was born and raised in Baraboo. I'm a Baraboobian. Baraboo's for a small town, and, you know, it's gotten some rightfully and well-deserved bad press in more recent years. You know, like the whole Nazi salute from the high school students that made national news 5 or 6 years ago, and like this ugly stuff, some other ugly stuff, and you know, just the whole gutting of the education system too. It's probably a shell of what it was, but when I went there, like, it was a really cool school, and Mr. Reed, Robert Reed, was like, I don't know, he was a gift. Yeah, I miss him. He died last year, I think. And he taught, I had him for literature in 10th grade, and he read every line of Hamlet to us, and the footnotes. And it just made, I never, like, thought Shakespeare as much before, but, like, Hamlet, I am Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. But sleep perchance to dream. I guess therein lies the rub. Rub, right? Woo! Pennsylvania. My friend Haley's from Pennsylvania, and my long distance girlfriend when I was 16 was from Allentown, Pennsylvania too. Laura is her name. We used to like write long letters back and forth and send videos, and she used to make me mixtapes, and she had really good taste in music. But she had queef babies as well. Never mind. You could just imagine what a queef baby is. I'll let your mind try to grasp that. Like the further bust of the Merry Pranksters, Jason Stapp. I don't know about the bust of the Merry Pranksters, but I like it. I like the idea. I was just up in Holton Lake, Michigan. My wife and kids were just in the UP. Were you up in the UP? Did you see any Upers? My son showed me some really beautiful pictures of I guess it was like Saxon Falls, Saxon, Saxon Falls. Woo! All right. Like I realized that my homophonic replacement is a symptom of OCD. I can't see a word and not see its homophone. And it like gets me up. I'll be writing to myself, writing the words I hear in my head, and I'll use the wrong, like, to or there, and I'll look like an idiot. Like I fixed that by just making all the words wrong. Let's see. But yeah, like for certain like shopping trips, like going to the Uper, it's like you get much better deals like for certain things. Like I don't know. You know, for shopping trips. My wife kindly shopped for me while she was there. Even when we don't get along, she does still do some nice things for me, I guess. Communion. I haven't changed. I just so you know. Gettysburg. By the people, for the people. That's quite the address, April. That's quite the address. Oh, that just sounds too easy. I've been not only embracing like the fact that I'm a victim of abuse. I've been embracing my wordplay, like hardcore. Thank you, Erica. I'm not sure why I'm not supposed to change, but I'll try not to change. It's good to change. I did change from when you saw me last, probably a little. I'm still the same. That's what you were responding to. I didn't change, but there's things I could change. It's both and. The bisexual perspective, the fence sitter's perspective. Things aren't either or, they're both and I've changed and I haven't changed. Yeah, just go to the right place to see some Upers. Then there's did you go to Detroit? Anything that's like everything else besides the Upper Peninsula is everything else in Michigan is not with the Upers. And so unless you're looking for abandoned mines and hollowed out communities, don't go to the UP or beautiful nature. Hey, Kelly. Welcome. Detroit is a really amazing city. We went there. We went to Iceland a few years ago, and of course, just before we left, I could not find my passport. Yeah, and I didn't find it. So we just set off on our road trip, heading towards the airport, and we decided we wouldn't go to Chicago because we thought that the passport office was probably going to be really busy there. So we went to Buffalo. I drove straight to Buffalo, hoping that, because they have a passport office too, and we were hoping that I could get in. No, Detroit. We went to Detroit, hoping I could get in there, but they didn't have any openings, and they were quite rude actually when I tried to call to make an appointment. But I called back and was able to get an appointment in Buffalo. And so then we drove to Buffalo, and by this point we had to postpone our flight. I was able to get my passport in Buffalo. I went there in the morning, had my appointment. We were supposed to come back in the afternoon. I went back at 4 o'clock when they print out the passport. I went in and there's some really important person in the Department of Homeland Security, and she gets up there and you're probably wondering why some title is talking to you right now. And she's like, I want to let you know that our printers went down, but that I was able to secure overtime for both our security staff and our clerical staff, or whatever kind of staff, so that all of you will get your passports before we leave tonight. And so luckily, I was when I first heard the printers down, I'm like, oh my god! But no, I got my passport, and then we went across. Like this is Buffalo, so on the other side is Niagara Falls. We went to Canada briefly, and went to see the falls, and that was pretty cool. And then I missed the turn to go back into the United States, and I was gonna go turn around, and I made a left. And all of a sudden, I found like most of you probably won't know the Wisconsin Dells here in Wisconsin, but it's not far from Baraboo. It's not far from here. It's like the water park capital of the world. And anyway, it's like I found the Wisconsin Dells in Niagara Falls, but like an upgraded version. It felt like the strip in the Wisconsin Dells, the Niagara Falls. It was like the same like mini golf courses, the same like old timey photos, the same Ripley's Believe It or Not, the same candy shops, like the same everything, like but also like with a cool Ferris wheel. And so like we went on the Ferris wheel and saw the Niagara Falls lit up all in like lights, like rainbow lights and purple lights, and all that because of a missed turn. So that was fun. And then so we finally got to Iceland. Why was I telling you I went to Iceland? I can't remember. Detroit. I think that's it. The passport thing. I have no idea. We went to Detroit, and it was really cool there. We saw like it's cool in like a depressing way, frankly, honestly. Like just the urban decay and like all like these houses that are like burnt out and empty, and you can just like exposed to the elements, or just lots with grass growing over. Factories being actively torn down. It was like beautiful in like a really dark, depressing kind of way. And then some of the buildings in Detroit proper are just gorgeous. Like you can just feel like what it must have been like in its heyday. It's about time for my pill. I was kind of hoping we might get another guest star, but maybe not. Hey Diana! Pop like a Pringle. Oh, wait, once you pop, you can't stop? Dang it. Oh, let's do the nursery rhyme and the premise, and then we'll go to bed. That sounds good to me. The first one I open to. I love little pussy. That's perfect. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. All right. Let's see. Do you want to? I'll show you. I'm trying to decide. First comes the poetry and then the explanation. All right. Yeah, that works. Okay. This is I love little pussy. I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away, but pussy and I very gently will play. This first appeared in print in 1830 and was thereafter included in a number of nursery rhyme books throughout the 19th century. I love little pussy. Thank you. That was the perfect one to turn to. Welcome, Nalali Chavez. I remember you, Nalali. And all these people, you come back. Thank you for coming back. You guys, look at the chicken that I bought. Forrest, he's always wanting me to choke the chicken. Because I love to choke the chicken. Who doesn't love to choke the chicken? The Hug Me chicken should arrive April 10th. That's the first investment in the new show. I'll play the sound for you. It is fucking incredible. I'm not going to surprise you with it. I'll just explain why it's so incredible afterwards. Let's see.
chicken. Apparently, if you put all your weight on it, it'll scream for like 45 seconds. So here's the test. Oh, hug me, chicken.
That's it. That third register change.
About this giant rubber chicken. Apparently, if you put all your
I
weight
can't
on it,
wait.
it's like 45 seconds. So here's the test.
It's too good. It's too good. That's how I like them, big and squishy. Not too squishy. Just squishy enough. Let's do the premise and then we'll say goodnight. So, like, with the premise, like, in order to be included in the premise in the previous show, like either like the cultural reference had to be anchored in the show somehow, like either visually, like you'd see something, you literally see Rocky Horror Picture Show at the record hanging on the wall, or like some, you know, like some or even in a concept, like the Gilligan's Island, you know, the 4-hour tour, like, because it was a 4-hour show, you could say it's Gilligan's Island because it's a 4-hour tour. Or, like, anyway, like, the premise, like, it couldn't be just random piece of, like, nostalgia that I had. Like, it had to have some way be, in my mind, tied back into the show. And now, now I'm justifying you still using the same premise, and, like, this show incorporates the entirety of the old show. Like, this is a new edition, but within it contains everything that happened before. And so I can still use that as the premise and still feel like it's authentic. So, all right. Without further ado, I'll read the premise. People often wonder what my show is about. The premise is deceptively simple. I take my HIV medication live on the Book of Face each day in front of friends, family, and strangers. I do so in order to embrace stigma, dispel ignorance, and find support. After 2.22 pills and 2.22 shows, the show is evolved to include a number of bells, whistles, and bows. The bells, bows, and other people, the people that come back night after night and give me their most valuable resource, their time. To me, that's the most significant thing that's risen up and around and about the show. You. The community. Right? Did I say their time? Give me the most valuable, the community. That's the most significant thing that's risen up and around and about the show. Therein lies the support that I was looking for. But a number of bells, whistles, and bows have risen up and around and about the show. I do need some literal bows and bells and whistles. That's a fact. I have them. I just need to have them ready. But a number of bells, whistles, and bows have risen up and around and about the show. Ding dong bells. You already know. Ding dong bell. Boy, does she knell. Hell, I mean, heck, this show has it all. I like to say that it is Cloud Atlas, in that it incorporates at least 600 years, of entertainment. 666, I should say. With Edward R. Murrow's radio broadcasts on record, and cylinders played on a 19th century Edison home phonograph, along with a nursery rhyme book from my childhood, containing woodcut illustrations from the 15th century. It is, in a sense, also the Matrix. In a previous iteration of the show, I created something I call the Rainbow Tunnel, in which I harness the power of Grayskull and the eye of Thundera. I have had HIV for 10 years. The anniversary was 2015. 2025. August of 2015 was it when I was diagnosed. And then I carried it alone for a year. And then I spilled it all onto you guys after that. Let's see. The power of harness the power of grayskull and the eye of thundera, funneling them through a series of warp nacelles, creating a static warp bubble and a subsequent singularity, puncturing the fourth wall. Right? Let's see. Punching a hole through the fourth wall, across the multiverse, and into the source. The show now takes place in an echo chamber created by me that serves as a way station between our reality and the source. I don't expect lay people to fully understand, as this is advanced social science. All right. Yeah, so the show is also like an old-timey variety show, Carol Burnett style, mixed with a merry melody of Looney Tunes and a measure of Mork and Mindy, a musical measure. Let's see, a dash of Mr. Ed, two doses of Alice in Wonderland, a helping of Hee Haw, heaps of Benny Hill, a hint of the Highlander, like just a hint because this show is my immortality. Tons of the Twilight Zone, like for obvious reason. Like what? Let's see, and a tincture of Teen Wolf. Ow, 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 ow! I'm just a wild guy. Let's see. Let's see. An ounce of Oz. A quart of Quantum Leap. That's just my wish to like go back in time. I think I don't know what that is exactly. What is the Quantum Leap again? Yeah, I just want to go back to be the guy that wants to go back and fix everything. Let's see. A quart of Quantum Leap. I lost it. There it is. Okay. Quart of Quantum Leap and a gallon of Gilligan's Island. It's a 4-hour tour, a 4-hour show and a 4-hour tour. Piles of Pee-wee's Playhouse, like the letters up on top, the words of the day, thematic poetry. Piles of Pee-wee's Playhouse, a pinch of Peter Pan, Want to Be Forever Young, and a pound of Popeye. I am what I am. Or you can figure that one out. I am. That's what it is. I am what I am. A whole block of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Because who doesn't love Mr. Rogers? And a ration of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. An undone Benjamin Button. Because I just seem to grow younger as I get older. A corny ear of Dumbo. Like, more adolescent. Corny ear of Dumbo. My mom loved Dumbo. Let's see. And a college try of I Spy. Like, you'd all play with I Spy when I'd be depressed lying on the floor. Let's see, a spoonful of Mary Poppins. Sugar makes the medicine go down. And the full Monty Python. Full Monty and the Monty Python. Let's see, finally lump in Rick and Morty with a liter of I Love Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, you got the show. Everything is out of place and out of time here. Including and especially me. April will always be pregnant. Harambe will always be ready for her high fives. The first and the second coming will always be risen with the Obamas getting blowjobs from the Woodies. The Supermen and their boners will always be spinsters and sempstresses working the sweatshop. There's a giant Superman and a little miniature Superman, and they were both standing behind sewing machines, a little miniature sewing machine and a big sewing machine. And like, if anybody's gonna do all the labor for us, like, it should be super fucking men, right? Like, let the superheroes do some work for a change. And like, and they can have boners too, because like superheroes are pretty hot. We could fuck them too. But anyway, let's see. The Supermen and their boners will always be spinsters and sempstresses working the sweatshop. The twin towers will always stand with Lady Liberty. You will have their MTV. Pigs will fly. Disco and dance will reign, like men did in the days of old. I write nightly the future history of anachronism for your future children and your elderly grandparents. May they enjoy it now and time immemorial. Thank you, Angel. I love that. Speaking of mini trinkets, before I finish the premise, I had forgotten this, and Amy had this in her possession, because she likes all my miniature stuff too, but when I was watching the episode with Eileen, she pointed at something on my set and said, "I gave these to Jason," and this little flower here, Eileen gave this to me, and that's so super special to me now. Anyway, yeah, so that's cool. And, let's see, so the last part of the premise, we gotta finish it. What's in the box? that was so much fun. The mini bong. Oh, what's that place called? I was able to find it not too long, it's in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a miniature place, and now I can't remember the person who sent it to me, but they sent me the tiny little glass bong, the little miniature pink flamingo was always smoking the bong. Early days, the baby had the bong in his lap, but eventually he got the world put in his lap. But ooh, I like the I like the misspelling of box too. I love wordplay and poetry and changing words. Okay. Like, there's so much meaning you can hide in plain sight. Let's see. If I were to have people take only one thing away from this show, it would be the knowledge that HIV is preventable. If you're HIV negative, there's a once-a-day pill you can take. It works like a highly effective chemical condom. It prevents HIV. But if you're already HIV positive like me, treatment is prevention. By taking my HIV medication every day and maintaining an undetectable viral load, you don't have to take it every day, just take 80% probably. And maintaining an undetectable viral load makes it so I'm not contagious. U equals you. Undetectable equals untransmissible. You could fuck me bareback all day long and never catch HIV from me. It's a brave new world. The future is now, and it's 1969. Free love, woo! Like, one interesting fact, like, I didn't appreciate it, didn't take it in when I was first diagnosed, but I was diagnosed really early. Like, they call it my CD4 count, like my white blood cell count was like 3,000 or something like that, and I remember the nurse practitioner that saw me the first time, she's like, we never see numbers like this, like never, like it was almost like I had the numbers of a healthy person, and my viral load was only like 3,000 or something, and she told me, after my wife had been tested and came back negative, she told me, I knew your wife would come back negative. I could tell by your viral load, and that didn't take away any of the feelings around that, but it was a fact. Like, even at 3,000, I wasn't contagious, and by taking my medication every day, I'm not contagious at all. Like, literally, like, it's like there's been like documented scientific recording of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of anal sex acts unprotected between an HIV positive partner and their HIV. They're like partner studies. Like, they're studying people that are in relationships that are like they're not zero, like whatever. Their positivity. They're positive and negative, I guess. One's positive and one's negative. And hundreds and years and years of monitoring these people, and hundreds and thousands of unprotected anal sex and other types of sex, both gay, straight, all kinds of couples. Not a single transmission. There were people that were HIV negative at the start of the study that became HIV positive before the end. But the thing with HIV, it's like sort of a you could do DNA testing on it, and you could track like which person you caught it from. Like, did I get the strain from the partner that I'm living with that is undetectable? And they were able to go back and, like, of the 3 or 4 people that out of all the people in multiple studies over decades, none of them contracted HIV from their partners that were undetectable. They all got it outside of their relationship from somebody else that wasn't undetectable. And so, like, yeah, I really feel like I am not contagious. It's like, it feels like a chronic illness, like that, but it's like a chronic illness with this big stigma. That part sucks. Anyway, I love you, Angel. Thank you. Adventure time. Let's see. We got the premise out. We got a nursery rhyme in. I love Little Pussy. This was a good night. Now we just gotta find a pill. Here's one. I really do appreciate you all. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Thanks for listening to me ramble. This is all, now it's, you call it the rambling hour now. I don't know. Maybe I'm too confident now. See, yeah. I take Dovato. It contains 2 medications, dolutegravir and lamivudine. I chose this one. I used to take, I first started on Complera. I have forgotten that, but I heard myself say that in pill 197. Before that, I was on Complera, but that took 600 calories. I had to take that with food. That was no good. And then I went to Biktarvy, which is contains 3 medications. This one only contains 2, dolutegravir and lamivudine. And Biktarvy contains 3, and all drugs before Dovato were 3 drug combos. And Dovato, I think there's another one now that's only a 2 drug combo. But before that, they all contain 3 medications. So I don't remember why I switched from Biktarvy to Triamec. I can't remember, but I switched to Dovato because I thought, well, 2 is better than 3, probably. Who knows? All right, pill number 22.22. Down the hatch. I can't remember when I started Dovato. I don't know the answer to that, Angel, but I love you just the same. I love you all. Take it to heck. Woo! I love you! Thank you.